Oh shit! Welcome to the Metal Robot Reviews channel. I am your host, Tom McKay. Okay, so I'm done doing the Blast from the Past now. I mean, can we just get into some of the releases already? I think we should. I don't think I need to say why. Past albums are albums that have already been talked about by everybody. But this time in 2016, the year of extremely stupid shit, albums that are coming out need to be talked about, as they are what's more relevant than my opinions on my least favorite Trivium album or my most favorite 3 Days Grace album. The thing is, I do a terrible job of keeping in the loop of things. I don't even know what most metal bands are coming out with this year. Well, I know Avenged Sevenfold might come up with something, I know Motionless in White is coming out with something in 2017, but I am terrible with the loop of most things that is metal. So, what I do is I follow Loudwire and Metal Hammer on Twitter, which you should totally check out by the way, and I also have them for notifications on my phone. The problem is, Loudwire spams the same bullshit over and over again. What the fuck, guys? You posted that same link 5 fucking days ago! So instead, I'm going to do a quick Google search, see what's come out recently for me to talk about. So, let's do it. Shall we? Okay, so here we are on a very trustworthy source here. Okay, so we gotta find fucking June. I want to see if I can find June in here somewhere. See what we got. And I'm trying to find something that came out in... I gotta look for June and July. Oh yeah, Killswitch was awesome. Asking Alexandria, move on. That's Exact Wild. Fallujah. Flawless. Here we are, June. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh great, 6 Feet Under released a new album. It's a covers album. Oh great. Fucking fantastic. I have a feeling that at some point Crash Thompson might put a review out for this album. No, and I can guarantee one of the responses might be, same shit, same pile. Ah, here we are, June. So let's see, Volbeat, we've already talked about that one. And we literally did this like a week after it came out. Let's see, Scorpion Child, Rage, Gojira. Ooh, that's I really wish I would have heard that one. Ballet Core, The Browning, High Lord. Okay, seriously, I love metal now, but what the fuck's up with these names? Internal Suffering, KO Dot, Stuck Much. Wait, Whitechapel released something? Shit! You know what, fuck it. We're talking about that one. Then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Discord! Holy shit, you guys. I have been waiting for the moment when we can get into the heavy stuff of metal. And Whitechapel is something I was not expecting to be the first one. Death metal fans out there, you guys know there's something about death metal that really shines out to you guys, right? Something that makes it enjoyable for you guys. Is that correct? Well, that's good, because I haven't fucking found it yet. Jesus Christ. Okay, in all honesty, I'm not too much into the death metal scene. I'm sorry, guys. Something about it is something that I like, but can never get into. For some reason. You know what I'm saying? My theory is most of the popular death metal or deathcore bands lack a certain amount of complexity to back up the harshness of the whole thing. One of the reasons I prefer bands like Soilwork and Fallujah over Thy Art Is Murder or Dying Fetus. Okay, who the fuck is coming up with these names? Seriously, guys. I like all four, but I prefer the more melodic and progressive side a little more. Call it favoritism, but Whitechapel is a band that I've liked in this scene. The use of metalcore chugs with classic metal solos and explosive guttural screams, they've stood out a bit better than the previous mentioned. So this album is something that I'd like to review for sure. So let's sit back, kick our own heads into the fucking mosh pit, and enjoy. This is Whitechapel's Mark of the Blade. Off to an amazing start so far. The volume is already at 11 and it's fucking intense. Ben Harklerode, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your names, is laying down a pretty damn good tribal beat to build up to Okay, I love the guttural sound Phil Bozeman is doing here with the vocals. He has a very primal, guttural scream that will kill your subwoofer if you have the wrong settings on. Either that, or you're using your dad's old vinyl player to play this shit. Sorry, Dad. Gabe Crisp's bass line is adding to the sound that Alex Wade, Ben Savage, and Zach Householder are putting together with their blistering guitar riffs throughout. I mean, yeah, Gabe is pretty much just copying Alex as much as possible, but the mix is so good so far that you can hear everything that he's doing. Which is why it's easy for me to call him out for that shit. And Ben Savage is actually doing some pretty cool lead work to back the song up throughout. When he's not playing like a motherfucker in the blistering guitar solo, he's adding atmosphere with the simple riffs that he's putting forth in the song to make it feel more grand and sinister. Pretty ironic because the lyrics are not sinister. Yeah, oddly enough, the lyrics here are more comforting. Like, listen to this part here. And that's just 4 lines. The rest of it follows the same message. One thing before I move on, guys, when I listen to full albums for reviews, or fuck, maybe I'll just listen to singles for a singles review, I always listen to them through these things. Now, the reason why I use these things is because there's padding on them that prevent most, if not all, the sounds from escaping, so that I'll be able to listen to a lot more details than you would with earbuds. So, real quick, guys, you'll probably won't be able to have this effect happen to you without the earbuds, so quickly grab your headphones or grab your earbuds, really quick, plug them in for this part, okay? You're gonna want them, trust me. Take your time, I'll wait. You got them yet? No? Okay. And so, how about that, how about the weather here in Canada, man? It's been hot all week. Boiling hot. I'm seeing people melt in the streets. It's insane. Got it? Okay, good. Now, I want you to listen to this part real quick. I'll play you a part right here. Let's put our headphones on. Let's get them on. Okay, I'm going to play this part right here. Ready? Oh, dear God! What the fuck? Okay, obviously I'm over-exaggerating a little bit, but people, I cannot say enough of how much I can't stand this type of mix. Because, let's face it, for the listeners who, I guarantee, use headphones or earbuds, it fucks with your ears. This effect can be done right, don't get me wrong. If it's slow, then have something going on in the other ear to balance it out, it's good. Like, for example... Or if you're going a lot faster, then how about... That's a little off-putting, but it still works in a way. But this? No. Whitechapel, you are not asking Alexandria. You're better than this shit. Did I break the headphone? Oh, that's great. Shit. Okay. Oh well, maybe that's just a nitpick. Let's move on to the title track. Whoa, what was that? What the actual fuck? Oh my god, why? Okay, if you didn't hear that, basically what happened was, for some reason, Phil decided to clear his throat in the recording. What the hell was the purpose of that? It's not exactly adding to the song, more it's just there to make me laugh my ass off. Okay, I'm done. No, I'm done. Okay, I'm done laughing. In all seriousness, Mark of the Blade is a pretty kick-ass track. It's kind of short compared to the rest of the album, but it still manages to leave its mark, no pun intended, much better than the fucking throat clear from the beginning. I'm sorry, okay? It's still kind of funny to me. Ben is really letting loose with his blast beats throughout. He's seriously destroying his bass drums with just how quickly he's hitting them. I really like it. They really build the foundation for Alex, Ben, and Zach's playing on the guitars. It really sounds sinister and heavy, and Phil is a fucking caveman with his primal guttural scream. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. Or do I mean that in the worst way possible? I don't get death metal. But yeah, the track is a pretty damn good track for those who want a straight up short headbanger. Nothing else to say here. Let's move on. Okay, admittedly not as big of a punch as the previous two tracks, but you saw my attention. Yeah, you heard me. It's a good track, but it feels more underwhelming to me. Maybe it's because they slowed down the tempo significantly, or maybe it's because the track was mixed to be a little softer than The Void and Mark of the Blade, but still be brutal as hell. Either way, the track is still kick-ass. It has a groove element to the track that gets you moving in no time. The bass really helps during the verses when the guitars aren't playing by adding to Phil's guttural screams. And plus, the message of the song fits really well for the modern metal genre as a whole. If you couldn't tell by the title, let Phil tell you what this song's about. They're talking about metal elitists. You know who they are. They're the older generation of metalhead who can't get out of the past and appreciate the new form of metal that has arrived. Don't get me wrong, I love the older stuff as well. And plus, we're all entitled to our own opinions, so I can't judge you on that one. But it's a waste of your time, my time, and the band's time to be hating on music because it's not the way it used to be. I mean, I totally get it. I personally wish the older version of pop music was still around rather than this bullshit. Let's be completely honest, guys. We all fucking wish that this wasn't around anymore. But don't worry, I've come up with a perfect way to get the elitists to shut up. Introducing Elitist Be Gone! Patent pending. Are you tired of the elitists being jackasses on the internet with something like this? What the fuck? Is this guy serious? Alright, that's it. I'm gonna insult his entire family in the next comment. Whoa! That's not how to do it. Just use Elitist Be Gone. It's a surefire way to end their reign of terror for sure. Elitist Be Gone will leave a comment for you that will destroy their very existence. Wow! Thanks, Elitist Be Gone. Anytime, weird little Timmy. No, my name's Jack. Your name is Timmy, and you will like it, you little shit! Order now at 1-800-FUCK-ELITISTS. What am I doing with my life? I need to go to college. I gotta say, the clean sound coming from the guitars really build the ominous atmosphere really well. Is hauntingly bleak, and it sets a dark tone of the song that is to come when the guitars kick in and Phil... I close my eyes and count to 10. Wait a minute. Corey Taylor? What the fuck are you doing here, bud? Well, actually, that's not the case. You see, Phil made plenty of reports before the album's release that this album would feature some clean singing done by himself. And I gotta say, the dude can really hold his own when it comes to singing. He definitely has that Corey Taylor style that any Slipknot and Stone Sour fans have come to love oh so much. It's just... damn, I was not expecting this on a Whitechapel album. Were you guys? Because I wasn't. But while Phil's singing for sure takes the show, it's the rest of the band that really deserves some love as well. Gabe's thick bass is setting the atmosphere exceptionally well, much better than the guitars do. Ben's drumming really complements Phil's vocals exceptionally, as well as keeping things controlled and at a reasonable pace for the build to be more effective for when the chorus kicks in. Seriously, the song as a whole is well balanced, utilizing a lot of the heaviness of deathcore, while also keeping a sort of snuff feel to the sound. Seriously, the song reminds me of Snuff. I can't be the only one, right? Cause I'm fucking not! Listen to that shit! I close my eyes and count to 10. So if you love me, let me go. And run away before I know. Okay, I gotta ask. Are we sure they're not the same guy? God, I hope this sort of thing continues to the next track at least. Heading back. Though, to be completely honest, there's not much to talk about here. Like the previous songs, Phil has a very rich and primal scream, the drums are quick and chaotic, and the guitars are intense. But they do have a clean part that pops up about halfway through the track. Okay, sweet. Maybe we'll get some of those clean vocals from before, right? I mean, I really want to hear Phil Taylor come back for this part. Don't you? Hold on. I want to see you come back for a second time. Anything. Come on. I want to hear it. Never mind. Nothing else, guys. Let's move on. Okay, so now it's being picked up again. That's great. Kind of lost your footing there for the third track, but I'm glad you're back. So this sort of Starcastrophe style track really doesn't hold back in its quick precision. Ben smashing his kit into the ground with his snare and cymbal playing. Phil's vocals, while the same as before, are really good and add to the song. Ben, Zach, and Alex are chugging along through the song like good deathcore fashion. Granted, the chugging kind of feels more metalcore than deathcore in certain places, but I'll buy it. Also, this song really shines a light on the scummy works that the music industry works with. These guys, like a lot of metal bands, are sick of the mentality of, I'm gonna play music because I love money and I want to be famous. You know what the sad part is, though? Some of these guys are metalheads, too. Seriously, what the fuck kind of genre do you think you're in? Fucking Twinny Pop? What, you gonna join One Direction so you can become famous? Fuck off with that kind of bullshit. But this is metal. Yes, music can become a career, but that's not how it's going to start off. You're not going to play one show and find yourself making it rain in the club. I don't know, maybe if you spend your entire day at the record label's headquarters on your knees all day getting carpet burn, but that's not how you're going to make your name for yourself. The only way to make a name for yourself in this industry is to commit to the music that you write. Best example of this? 570 by Motionless in White. Second best example of this? Kill Pop by Slipknot. Seriously, I recommend you check out both of these songs when you get the chance. And you know what? While you're at it, check out my singles review from 570. Seriously, it's a good one. Blood! Okay, now the song's almost over, so let's get ready to move on to the next track. I just don't give a fuck. Oh my god! Oh god! Next track! I'm not gonna fucking explain this shit! Just move on! Oh my god! This review is just going in circles now. The songs are good, but I can only have the same response to every song, and I have to fill up the entire 30 minutes. I'm enjoying the songs so far, but they're so similar, yet so different at the same time, and it makes my job as a critic a fucking nightmare. You know what? At least it's not boring, right? We can agree on that, right? But fuck it, let's get the obvious out of the way. Alex and Zach's guitar riffing is ominous of the metalcore genre, with their palm muting and, well, core-ness. Gabe's bass line, while copying Alex and Zach, builds the thick tone of the song. Ben's drumming is controlled yet intense and forces you to headbang it to the song. Headbanging chorus is headbanging. Ben's solo is shredding and his background lead work is simple yet effective in its delivery. And Phil's vocals are the same primal scream from before. Again, I don't hate any of this stuff, but it's the same damn thing played for 7 tracks so far. I'm sure some people who aren't fans of this can definitely see that shit is getting old really quickly. Alright. You know what? Let's move on to the next track and let's hope they change things up. Because seriously, this shit's getting old. No, I'm gonna say it. I don't care if you said it already before me, and I don't care if I say it again in one of my other reviews, but you know what, I'm going to say it. Well, that shut me up. Oh! By the way, thanks for the sub. Yep, you heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. This song starts off with an acoustic guitar. I know, right? For a second, I thought I pushed the shuffle button on it as well. But no, in all seriousness, Brotherhood is an instrumental track that is epic and foreboding. The acoustic licks given off from Ben, or Zach, are just lovely to listen to, and it glistens the listening experience of an album that so far has been filled with extremely heavy tracks. And then, soon enough, we get straight into some heavy taste deathcore, metalcore, mix, awesomeness. Seriously, I love when the song gets heavier. It actually has more of a thrash element to it during certain parts, but it actually works well. The rhythm sections are insane, with Alex's insane riff playing. And Zach with him, I think. Look, I really don't know who's doing what anymore, so please don't kill me, okay? The lead work on this song is absolutely amazing. It's sinister and epic. It helps keep the song going while the rhythm guitars, bass, and drums lay waste to the listener's ears in what I think is one of the best songs off of this album. I'm not even kidding here. This is the best track on Mark of the Blade so far. It's that fucking good. There's 7 tracks ahead of this, and this is so far the best one. That's actually saying something, seeing as this has no fucking lyrics in it. But I digress. Seriously, if you get the chance, if you don't feel like buying the whole album, at least get this track. It's fucking good, trust me. It's only $1.29 here in Canada, so fucking go pick it up. Do it. Do it now. I'll wait. No, I'm not waiting. Rant over. Let's move on. And with that said, let's get back to regular stuff, shall we? I just love how Phil was just so excited to come back after the greatness that was Brotherhood. But I gotta say, he does make a strong return with the rest of the band, as all 6 waste no time in getting you to jump to the beat and start stomping through the ground straight to hell. One thing that I also can't get enough of in this song is Ben's blast beats throughout. Even though the tempo was rather slow than when we started speeding things up again in Killing Industry, Ben doesn't want to slow down when it comes to using the bass drum. In fact, I'm actually kind of worried, Nate, that he might get arthritis in his ankles pretty soon just by doing this. But you know what? Hey, keep it up. By all means, for the art. And seriously, can anyone resist that solo? Ben is really killing it with the lead work here. It's so aggressive and playful, and plus... a wee little tremolo for good luck. Nothing else to add here. Let's continue on. Okay, I think this became my favorite actual track on the album. Brotherhood is my favorite instrumental track on this album, but this one takes the cake for all of them, because this is the best song for me to riff on in this review. Seriously, out of every single track, this is the best one that I can like create jokes for. It's just gorgeous. For example, Phil starts guttural rapping. Because fuck the norms! Also, I think I might know what the actual lyrics are about, but if you hear it wrong, you'll get an entirely different message altogether. For example, let me just play this one part right here, and I'll display the actual lyrics on screen, right probably here, I'd say, around here. All well and good, right? Well, that's not what I heard when I first listened to this. Here's what I heard right now. Okay, so my parents actually do tune in to the show whenever there's an episode coming out. Shout out to you guys. And one of the comments that they've made about my series, and this happened on the first episode, right? After they watched it, they told me that that's good, but I should calm down with sex jokes, right? here's my question. What the fuck am I supposed to do when this shit pops up, huh? What the fuck? Oh my god, what the hell? Am I the only one who heard those words come out of Phil's mouth? I mean, seriously, I hope I'm not the only one. Up until writing this script, I honest to God thought the song was about how Phil calls his man bit venomous. What the actual fuck? Okay, so that's obviously not what the song is about, but wow, I was put off by that. Guys, if you ever hear this song in full, grab the lyrics sheet first for your own safety. But now in the serious sections for a second, the guitars are ferocious, the drums are chaotic throughout, and it's pleasant to hear. It's fucking chaos, people, and the bass hasn't changed since The Void. Nothing else to say about this track. Gee, so far, the tracks have been kind of short. I mean, not really completely short, but mostly kept around the 4-minute mark and not really going too much higher than that. Okay, not bad, not bad. 4 minutes, roughly. That's good for deathcore. So how about? Okay, so now let's move on to the over 6-minute closing track. Amazing place to add time to the album, guys. Good on ya. I love you, guys. Honestly, this is a strong closing track for an album that was joyously repetitive. Alex and Zach do chug every now and then, but they actually take time to flesh out their more rock side as well during the verses and chorus. And also, yes! Welcome back, Corey Bozeman. No, too much? Okay, I'll take that joke back. Actually, in this track, Phil's clean singing is actually starting to sound like its own entity. And mixing them with Phil's trademark growls really encompass the song as a track to be remembered for. This is a song that cements the band members as their own identity if it hasn't happened already. Like I said, Alex and Zach are killing it with the rhythm guitars here. Gabe's bass line is building the tone throughout, Ben's drumming is building the foundation for this track to stand on, and Ben's lead work is absolutely amazing to listen to. And as the track comes to an end in 6 minutes, we are given a thoughtful yet ominous acoustic number, as the full band's heavy sound fades away into the background, therefore giving this album the close that it definitely deserves. And so the album has come to a close. If the band won't say it, I will. This felt like a fucking concept album to me. Don't you think? Nothing wrong with that. I love concept albums. And this album's concept seemed to fall around the Brotherhood of the Blade, hence the name of the album. One thing that this album has going for it is the sheer power the band as a whole share throughout the entirety without losing their edge. While some places slow things down and the sound is repetitive for the album, I don't find a problem with it really. From a critic's standpoint, with the way that I review albums at least, I can say that the repetitiveness was a total nightmare when it came to taking notes and writing script. But in reality, it's not a big issue for me. However, I can see why some people might feel like this would just be one big song clocking in at 15 minutes. Overall, this is an album where talent shines and bitching falls. If you think you might want to get into the death metal scene or deathcore genre, then pick this thing up and thank me later, ladies and gentlemen. So that's my review for Whitechapel's Mark of the Blade. What are your thoughts on the album? What are your thoughts on the band in general? Let me know in the comments below, and make sure to suggest more music for me to review in the future. One thing I'll say, I'm glad that this entire review had no interruptions whatsoever. What, did you think someone was going to pop up to prove me wrong for comedic irony? Nope, this entire day has been completely annoyance-free, and that's the way I like to keep it. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe for more episodes on this channel, and I'll see you guys in the mosh pit next time. Have a good night, everyone.